Hi, everyone.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Hello.
No, I was saying earlier, like, do you know when you checked in with your guides, did they say anything?
Right. No. Just like hi. They said hi.
Just hi. They just said hi. I went to dinner with Dwight's kids last night, and it was really kind of cool because I don't know how we got on the subject, but his son, hi guys, hi Positive, hi Gma.
Hey, Gma, Positive, Cynthia.
His son said something, and I said, can you text that to me? Can you please text that to me, because Spirit's telling me that I'm going to have to use that, and I know I'm going to jack that up. So he texted it to me, and it went along the lines of, you would be less worried about what other people think about you if you only knew how infrequently they did. Hi, Sonia.
Wow. Hi, Sonia. Welcome.
Okay, so I'm keeping notes this time. Oh, so is Debbie. Thank God. No, you keep going. Go, keep going. So Cynthia was first, and then we got
Positive, Gma, and Sonia.
Okay.
I'm just going to put them down as they come on, even if they ask a question or not.
There you go. That's a really good way to do that.
Then I have it in line, right?
Yeah.
Exactly as they come in.
Yeah, because with all the other buttons that when it's my turn, I get lost, and I'm like, "Where's that button? Oh my gosh!" So anyways, yeah, I'll repeat that again. So we started talking about insecurities. That's how it came out, and he's like, "Well, I heard this really great saying, and it was you would be less worried about what other people think about you if you only knew how infrequently they do." Hi, Christy. Hello, lovely. I was just going to say, lovely, I don't recognize your name. So what we're doing is Debbie over here is writing everybody's name as they come in, whether you have a question or not. That way we could kind of go ahead, and my person is not here usually, but feel free to help us out. Yeah, so if you want a question, then go ahead and put a Q by your name, and then write the question, and then Debbie can put a star by it, because that
can do that. See, because I have the list going here.
Because I started talking and I forgot about writing the list, so I just got Cynthia.
All right.
So understand that I am streaming currently on Facebook and on my YouTube channel. So there's that's why you'll hear different names on our end. Okay, so who wants to start?
So Cynthia, are you still here with us? Did you hang out?
Cynthia, are you here? I'm going to do these first, the words.
Okay.
So I'm being told, and Cynthia, if you're here, go ahead and say yes. So sometimes, what I'm doing, lovely, is sometimes we do words of the week to kind of go by. And so that's what I'm doing right now. So we're going to go three or four, they say, depending on what gets picked. 1, 2, we're going 4, 3, 4. Okay. So it's very important, guys, you take the time to be creative, use your creativity, use that streak to kind of quiet your brain. The reason why is because that is when you get your connection with spirit. And I just love this card. It's one of my favorite cards. So it really kind of takes that time to connect with spirit. Immigration, we're getting this a lot. Remember that we get this card a lot, and that is integrating the past and the future and combining both those things. And knowledge, lots of knowledge coming forth, okay? So lots of knowledge coming forth. For those of you that are stepping into spirituality, and I said I would teach you guys, so I'm going to do it twice. I would teach you guys something. And as far as energy healing, and they're telling me to do it now and do it a little bit later. So I'm going to take my headphones off because it's the best way I can show you this. Okay, so when we're having a lot, can you guys hear me pretty good?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when we've taken in a lot of stress and a lot of things, the best thing for you to do is, you kind of go like this, and you would focus on your third eye more and then start pulling it like this. So you're going to push in and you're going to pull out just a little bit. Okay, and you're going to go all the way around your head. Hi, Golden. So
Hey, Gordon.
if you guys want to try that, and this is literally, you just really put some pressure on there all the way straight down, and you go all the way back, and you go all the way. You start at they're saying start at your third eye, work your way around, and you're only going to pull your fingers out about an inch, and you're going to do this all the way back. Okay. And then that aligns your energies. And then once you get to your shoulders, you can even cross it over like this. Okay. And you can cross it over several times. If I had somebody here if I had one of the girls, maybe one of these days, Debbie and I will get together and so I can show you the energy points. But there's another one. Let's say that you're getting, in this time that we're all kind of jumbled up with everybody else's energy and all the crazy crap that's going on. One of the things that you can do is you can put one finger over your third eye, and this one's kind of weird. The other finger would go in your belly button, okay? You would push both. So I use my middle fingers, and you would push in and then literally pull up. Okay. So you'd push into your third eye and your belly button, push in and pull up. And this is kind of a grounding kind of thing that it kind of grounds you down. Okay. So that's one of the things that you guys can do with your energy. And like I said, we'll do this again a little later if we need to. So let me plug back in.
That's awesome. Yeah, it actually feels good.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
does feel good. Sonia. I definitely agree.
I'm like, that kind of feels good. Kind of releases like whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that tension. And so that one that you were just pushing on your third eye and then pulling it this way and then just work your way all the way back. Remember that those are meridian points. So you need to do that kind of hard. Okay. Yes, Desiree, especially that when for those of you that are in the healing field, and I consider cosmetology, barbering, anything that you're putting somebody's hands into their energy field, this is a really good thing to do because it kind of separates you. I have learned to do it like when I get next to somebody and they kind of like ooze their yucky energy on me. That's when I like to kind of redo it.
buffering, guys. It's buffering.
So, okay, apparently we're buffering.
Not on my side.
Okay.
No, not here, but I noticed on the channel.
Oh.
Okay. So, has Cynthia not answered?
No.
I haven't seen her answer.
Okay, because we were just talking. Okay. So, but anyways, yeah, it's a really good way. And for those of you that are new, what we discussed last time was if you go down your collarbone and you do it kind of hard and you find those two bumps. And once you find those two bumps, go right underneath it and push really hard into there. This is another one that definitely grounds you into your own energy. And this one is called K27. The word just went out my head, but
She's here.
yeah. So K27, that's a really good one. Okay. So once you get done pushing that, Debbie, we'll go ahead and start. And Cynthia, I'm going to let the girls take over and I'm going to be third on this one just because I want to hear what they have to say.
All right. So Cynthia, can you throw her question up on the screen for us, or
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you can find it?
Yep. I got it.
Okay. Okay, should I or will I sell my house for big profit? I do not like where I am. Okay, so I threw some cards earlier on that. I mean, while we were kind of all chit-chatting already, Cynthia. So let's kind of talk it through.
By the way,
Just throwing it.
sometimes when you push on those meridians and those energy points, it actually releases a lot of heat. So I'm like burning up now. I'm like, oh, okay. Or it could be a hot flash, either one. I have no idea.
I am seeing, first of all, Cynthia, that you are going to be selling your house. And let me just show you the cards that fell for you. You have the Two of Swords, the King of Hearts, and the Two of Pentacles, okay? So there's going to be a little juggling, but you are going to, with the King of Hearts in there, you are going to get what you want. But with the Two of Swords there, it's bringing in kind of like either a decision that needs to be made or surrounding it. You may not get like the huge price you want, but you are going to be happy with it. So you may need to be making some decisions around like a real appropriate price range or whatever, but you are going to be happy with it. And it looks like you possibly even, do you have a place to live? Because it may be even that you sell it and there's a little bit of juggling of, there coming in with that. What are you getting, Lola?
I do have yes. Eventually, Cynthia, you end up selling this house. I did pull 3 cards as well. I have the cross, which is where you are at right now, and the moon. The how you're feeling right now, where you are with this house and where you live. You don't like it there, but with the ring here, ending with the ring, and right next to the moon.
Yeah.
This is I mean, emotionally you'll be fulfilled when this happened, because this ring here, that's a contract from when you buy, no, when you sell that house, whoever you're selling it to, that's the contract between you and whoever you'll be selling it to. The ring and the, oh my God, you got the ring and the moon too.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. What else did you get? What else did you get, Lola? Just
those 3. I just since it was I treated it as a yes or no, so I just pulled those 3.
I took it as 5 just because I wanted to see where it went to.
Sure.
And I got the ring and the moon, and then I also got the lilies and the stork and the child. So this would usually represent pregnancy, but I think this is a pregnancy in the aspect of it that things are, it's like that waiting, you make a decision and now you've just got to wait for it to transpire. There you go, Debbie, go ahead.
Well, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's kind of like, it's like a timing, a divine timing type deal. The same with that. It's like you can't go before it's the time.
The time
right?
is,
the time has to be exactly right. And so the same with the ones you got, Karen, for her.
Yeah. And then when you guys were going, I had pulled, and this is a yes, Cynthia, this is when the 2 cards match. This is a yeah, you're going to sell. But it's more of a, so all of these cards kind of point to it is going to happen. It's just going to take some time. Don't do it right now, because as soon as as soon as I said don't do it right now, what I heard is Spirit would slam the door on you, because it's not the time for that right now.
Right. And she said she's not pregnant. She's too old.
No, it's not. It's not the pregnancy thing. It's just, it just takes time. You can't push a pregnancy.
So,
Birthing the project.
so she's looking at October as her plan. In the action card here, I have the Five of Wands, which is quite interesting to me. And I feel like it's kind of like with the Five of Wands, it's a little bit of an embattlement going on. And it's in the action section. So I'm wondering if you need to like press through some areas, like really do your due diligence in the certain areas. Like no, I know that you probably have a realtor or whatever, but know your market. Like maybe get some things done before you put it on the market or whatever. Like I'm trying to. I'm going to have to pull a couple more cards.
I see where you're going with that, Debbie. But what I'm picking up is, where is that? They keep showing me where they're showing me points on a map. Where is that final destination? And for some reason, your son keeps popping up into my head. So I don't know if you're thinking about going to your sons, but they're like, where is that? They just keep having me place pins on a map going, where exactly are you going to go? Where exactly is this? So,
Okay. So she is redoing the countertops and doing stuff like that too, as well. So
wait, where are you at? Where are you reading from?
From
Facebook or
no, from YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, because it just came in. That's how much of a lag we have, just so you know. Hi, Sky.
But I do see what?
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I was going to say hi to Sky. Hola, Sky, ¿cómo estás?
There is victory coming. There is victory. You're going to have victory, but there's going to be a little bit of a, I don't want to say battle, but there's going to be some challenges. Okay. But you are going to get some victory.
Yeah. Remember, Cynthia, to manifest that, put it on, figure out what it is that you want, lots of money, so on and so forth, so that you can manifest that out.
I've seen that as well. It's very much so to get your mindset on the good stuff, and what's thriving and positive, because this stuff will take you down some paths that you don't want to go. So make sure that you keep your mindset correct. I mean, not correct, but
yeah,
in a positive space. Yeah.
Well, hopefully that helps, Cynthia.
So I hope that helped. And the thing to focus on is that you will have victory and it will sell. And I think these challenges are just regular old challenges of getting a house ready and selling. So really, but I do see victory for you.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
So,
You're welcome, Cynthia.
Yeah, thank you, Cynthia. And for those of you that are just coming in, Debbie's got the list.
I have the list going, don't worry.
That's awesome. Okay, who's next?
So positive, isn't it? Positive, if you have a question, you're next. I just put people down whether you had a question or not.
Sorry, there's someone in the room that speaks Spanish. So yo puedo hablar español, pero no muy bien. Pero yo puedo, es más mejor en inglés. So. Okay, so what I said was, yes, I can speak Spanish. It's not very good. I'm much better in English. So
I understand. I understood you.
Of course you do, Lola. You speak like a zillion different languages. Okay, so
positives question.
Okay. Keep calling like he was just. I'm getting call. I'm getting call, and for some reason one of my guides is like knocking at the door, like be strong about it.
The question is right above that one though, too. So.
Oh, okay. I'm telling you, I'm not any good at this, guys, so be gentle with me. I like when these guys handle this. Call several times to student loan
Like a
people.
rock star at it.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no help and basically said to send the letter about my income in order to decide I really wanted to talk to the right person to explain my situation. Should I keep calling like you ladies suggested and hopefully get in touch with the right person who will help me, or just write the letter? I'm getting both. I mean, honestly.
They gave her fake numbers.
Yeah. I'm sorry to say, sorry for my language, guys, but I'm the more blunt one. I mean, that wasn't, I literally get an asshole. I mean, they just told me you got an asshole, unfortunately. And they're like, beat the door down and just say, I want to talk to somebody. Here's the deal. So, yeah.
Okay, so,
Okay. Focus.
Sugar, I don't know how to say your name, but she'll be the last one. I mean, that's 13 if we get to.
Okay,
So,
which one?
I'm not going to write down anymore, but I wrote her down if we get to her.
Yeah.
Because that's 13. That would be 13.
I think so. I mean, positive. What I'm feeling is, because I got one of my guides that are knocking on the door, like, and they're not just going, doo, doo, doo. I mean, they're like, like keep beating the door down. And then, keep beating the door down and then go ahead and write, because it doesn't hurt. And when you send the information in the letter, they're saying, make sure you send everything to back up the stuff. Like if you're going to send your bank account, not only your bank account, but how much you really get, in like double proof it. Does that make sense to you, Golden? I mean, positive, sorry. Okay, go ahead, guys. Who's ever ready?
I do put again 3 cards: the stork, the house, and the mice. With the stork and the mouse, the stork and the house here, it's really not really confirmed like the word that I heard when I was shuffling, which was pester them. So really don't wait for them to don't just sit there and try to deal with this remotely, because if they gave you a wrong number, it already speaks volumes that they're trying to get you down the list as much as possible. So really, with the stork here, fly into their face, like really go to them and pester them in person. Because you can start with phone call, but also if they are local, walk through the office. But really, if not, that will be that will be the phone call indeed. Because waiting will be with the mice that I have here, the loss will be for you if you wait, but really be active, very active on that. Okay, harassment is never a good thing, but in some situation it is. You are in need and you need to you really need this, and they seem to not taking it seriously, because of course they're not affected, but you are. So really harass them on that. That's all I can say.
And have a positive outlook that you're going to get the person who is going to help you. Like, I mean, they literally show you, and this is what they're doing. They literally show you grabbing the phone going, okay, I'm going to get somebody who's going to really have my back. And imagine that energy going through the phone. And I hate to put it like this, but going through the phone lines, you know, and sneaking it to the person. And then that goes into the ear. And then they hear you, but it goes into their heart where they're like, they change, you know, it really is kind of sneaking in and going all through that and going into the person's stuff. Does that make sense? So, okay. So it's really just kind of imagine that someone is going to be there to help you. Debbie.
Okay. Yeah. So before I answer all these questions.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I feel like they said, you need to keep getting in there and doing the thing. And, but I feel like there's going to be a tad bit of, it's going to get worse before it gets better type of thing for you. Mm-hmm. But at the end, we do have the Two of Cups coming in, and that is good. That means it's going to come together like you need it to come together for you. Okay. But, you know, keep in your strength. This is the King of Swords. Keep in your strength, keep in your truth, keep bringing it, okay? And keep pushing it through. It's like you have to be your own advocate here on this journey that you're going on, okay? So it's so frustrating working with those people.
It is.
It is, and I'm so sorry, but just keep pushing through. It may get a little worse before it gets better, but it will come through in the end. Okay. And Yvonne, I'm keeping track of when people come in. I did, before they even asked a question, I just, you know, when you came in, I wrote your name down. So Positive was the second person in the chat room. So
for those of you that are new, sorry to cut you off, Debbie.
No.
For those of you that are new, so we do this 3 times a week, and we switch on each one of our channels. So Debbie has Sunday 11 to 11 Mountain Standard Time. I've been doing it Tuesday night or Tuesday afternoons, 3:33, and then Lola has. It's early in the morning for us, so I can never remember. The time is
9 a.m. Mountain Time.
Okay. And so usually we will post in each other's stuff. So please understand that we get booked up very fast. So right now we have 13 people. We kind of wrote their names down, and we're going to try to get through those 13 people. And it's really important to just kind of log on to either our YouTube or Facebook and get there early. Otherwise, we'd be here all night. We'd be here all night. And my guides are saying that if you sit long enough and listen, the question that you have will get answered, even if it's not a reading directly to you, because they're showing me 2 people or 3 people are going to ask the same exact question. So thank you, Brian, so much.
Thank you, Brian.
Much love to you, sweetheart. But yeah, so just be patient, because Spirit works in really great ways. So yeah. And then here in a little bit, I'm going to show that energy centering thing again. Okay. So who is next?
Also, we have Facebook and YouTube on, so you might think that, wait, I came in first, but there's
Yes.
both Facebook and YouTube.
Yes, thank you. So I'm literally streaming on Facebook and my Karen Elizabeth Facebook page.
And no worries, Yvonne. I just wanted to, because probably everybody's going to be confused now, because they're like, wait, I thought I was, but there's like 2 lists and so forth. And so hopefully,
Yeah.
And again, we're on all the time, basically. So we'll get there.
So anyways, feel free to go on Debbie's page and like her stuff and Lola's. They're a lot better about posting all of those little things than I am. I really suck at it, guys. I'm sorry. So
Baby steps.
they're trying to help me.
We all start somewhere. So
So the next person we have, but anyways, first I wanted to say positive. We're going to be continually sending you just loving energy and positive energy and love and light in this situation, because we definitely know how frustrating it is. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the next person we have is Jima.
Jima. Did Jima have a question? Remember, I don't have my glasses on, so I have to squint. Oh, guys, I am getting some new cards, and I'm so excited about them. Okay, here is Jima's question. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, Jima, hold on. Okay, so last week, this makes total sense now. Last week you left, and there was somebody. So I'll try to explain how it works. So imagine in your mind's eye that you're in a crowd of people, and this one person way back there kind of stands up. And so I felt this person that was related to you, and I was telling Debbie in chat, there's somebody here. Is Jima still here? And, we had asked a couple of times if you were still here. So that's your brother-in-law. And he was trying to talk to you last week, but you had already left. So he said, yeah, I'm here. And then so give me a second, because this was from last week too. And there's something about some property, right? You're selling some property or something like that? Not you, your husband. Is she answering? Because there's property being sold. And so this person, your brother-in-law, is like, you guys make sure that everybody's got, like everybody can talk for everybody else. I don't know if that makes really sense. That doesn't make sense. You're going to have to give it to me in a different way. So he wants to talk about this property that your husband and the brothers are selling. And so just make sure that everybody, like somebody can speak on somebody's behalf if someone else gets sick. Okay, that kind of thing. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. I don't know if you're tuned into him, Debbie.
Yeah, he was just kind of showing me, him sitting on the couch and his wife or whatever coming by and just putting her hands on him, like showing the love between them. It was sweet. And he wants her to know that he does that for her now. Like if she's sitting there, that he comes, and so if she ever feels that, he's putting his hands on her shoulders.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Desiree. We really like doing this.
So Jima, I don't know if you just heard what Karen just said to you about what your brother-in-law has been saying. So, because she just asked the question again. So, Jima, did you get all that information that your brother-in-law came through with just now? I don't know if it's really delayed or something.
I'm trying to do fancy stuff on my end. So
I see that.
Lola, can you send me your Venmo and all that stuff so I can put it on?
Sure.
On my...
I'll send that.
Yeah, she did hear it. She did hear it.
Okay. Because I don't know why that was so important. Last week, he was coming in so strong, and he just kept popping in every time. And so, but yeah, just tell your husband that. And I agree with Debbie. and he kind of he goes like this, and he pets you, like he almost pets her, you know, like I'm here. Especially in those moments where it's a silent struggle. Does that make sense? Like a very quiet struggle, like she doesn't tell anybody, in those moments where it's just like, gosh, you know, and then I see her putting her hand down like on the chair, like you would on a chair. And then he goes over and puts his hand on top. And he's like, just know that, just tell her that I always have her. I'm always here. He's always there. And he doesn't forget that she needs him. So that's really awesome.
He's showing me a dresser of drawers, and like one of those drawer upper right hand. I guess I don't need to get all specific, but something about up in this drawer, and this may mean something to her. He would put stuff in it, and I don't know, like hide stuff in this top drawer, like underneath stuff. Yeah, I don't know why he's directing me to that drawer, but you know, if your sister, she may know what that means. But he hides stuff in that drawer. Maybe he has something in there for her. I don't know. But yeah. So what does that mean when she says no? Jima, when you say no, is it about property or? That's my husband's brother. Okay. Oh, okay.
So your husband's brother has the property for sale? Oh, okay. Got so much stuff going on here. Just fancy.
Did you get any message, Lola, from?
I did get exactly what Karen said a few minutes ago, because I have a double line of 3 here. I did take a picture. If I know last time we couldn't see, but again here we can see, because on top I have the clover, the gentleman, and the sheep, and the second row is the bear, the lily, and the woman. So that is literally the gentleman. This is the husband. Even from afar, he is always close by, and you have his protection. Keep at peace. Keep at peace here with the lily. And the message is for the lady here, because even from afar, he is nearby and a strong protector to her, and not to worry, because things are all right with the clover here. That's pretty much all those what those 6 cards tell me.
I feel also what he's bringing into the hearing a little more is that he really says it was his time to go. Mm-hmm. It's almost like he had some suffering at the end there, possibly, and it was his time to go. And no, you know, not to take any regrets or sadness about that he was ready to go. And yeah, so he wanted to say that as well. I wanted to bring that in. But thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why, but his breath feels very heavy to me. Like a heavy, you know, like someone that's kind of going, like they're breathing like that. And so, so it really does feel like, you know, unfortunately, I mean, sometimes people, the way that it seems like a person is laying down in the hospital bed or a bed, and their one toe is like connected, but they don't really feel anything. But this one, he really kind of is like, I'm done, you know, and he really chooses to just kind of, I love you. And he goes, and like the sign I get is, I can do better here than I can here. And so it really is a choice. Keep in mind, guys, gosh, I got 3 different things going on. So keep in mind that at this point, the energy that is coming out, remember, this is an unveiling. This is a lifting. Sorry, Gma, they just wanted me to throw this in here because there's some people that are going to leave, and they want to make sure that these people understand that this unveiling, this unlifting, people are choosing whether they're going to stay, whether they're going to go. And it's a choice, you know, they have a choice. And so that's what he goes and says is like, that time when he left, that was my choice. I was done. And he
didn't want to be a burden any longer.
Yeah.
So
Because I see what it's doing to her, and that's just breaking my heart watching her you know, remember, sometimes spirit grabs me and throws me in their body. So I'm having a hard time watching this, you know. Hi, Greeter. So.
Hey, Greeter.
hi, Greeter. Okay, so blessings to Gma. And,
Yeah, so tell her she's still there. He still got her back, please.
Yeah. Okay. So the next person we have is Sonia on the list.
Okay. I know that people have been coming in, so I may not be able to find her.
Sonia, if you could write down your question again, that'd be awesome.
Oh, I got it. Oh, nope, that's not. That's tips for energy. Somebody's guardian angel just came in really strong. Hold on.
Oh, and before we read for Sonia, I'd like to thank you, Sonia, for the donation on Sunday. I'm really appreciative. Thank you so much.
Very kind. Very,
Okay. Okay, Sonia, if you could, because I'm not finding it. Whoa. Well, hopefully it's not whose ever brother is messing with my computer back there from the last time. Golden's like, oh, I wonder who it is. I don't know, but that was like a strong.
There's the question.
Okay. So I've been caught up in a whirlwind past couple of weeks, and I feel drained. I've been resting around. Oh, okay. So Sonia, were you in here when I was just teaching you the things, the energies?
Felt good.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll do it again because this is all about energy and being connected, having problems with your meditations. Okay. So I'm going to unplug because it's better this way. And they're showing me to show you guys some other stuff. So hold on. Let me unplug. Okay. So the first thing that you want to do is your crown chakra. I mean, your third eye. Okay. So your third eye, all your meridian points on your head, you really want to touch. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your third eye and you're going to push in and you're going to pull back probably about an inch. Okay. And then you're going to do that again. And you're going to pull back. Apparently I'm really delayed, somebody says. So you're going to do this all the way down. Okay. On all the way until you get to the back of your head and keep doing that. Okay, so Sonia, be patient with me because I got to show some other people that just went into the room. Okay, I hate standing up, but here's another one for you, Sonia, that you're going to need. And this is called, you can look this one up on the internet, and I'm going to give you the alternate, trying to think about what it's called. Hold on. So it's called the Wayne Cook posture, okay? But since I can't show you, and it's really hard for me because I had knee surgery a while back, and it's hard for me to get my knee to do this. I want you to do this one. Put your hand out, okay? And then flip it around, okay? Now put your other hand, we used to do this when we were kids, and cross over, and then bring it in, and have it right here. And then one of the things that you can do is breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth and do that 4 times. So that would be another one that can help you, Sonia. So the Wayne Cook posture is really intense. And so that helps you ground. Another another one. Well, I'll show you guys that one a little later. So there you go. But still feel off. And that's just, Sonia, honestly, that's just the energy that we have right now. I mean, those of us that were connected to our energy and kind of seeing things before it, we're really having a hard time kind of connecting. Remember that you can't be a beacon of light for anybody until you start sorting through your crap and your stuff, they say, and start, you know, sorting through that. So there might be some stuff too that you need to look at that's hurting or that needs to go away, because they show me the Sith, you know, the Sith card cutting off things. So, okay.
You know, I have nature, answered prayer, and balance. Okay, coming in for you. And really, it's finding some spirits asking you to, or suggesting, or whatever, presenting to you an option of finding some kind of modality that will help you continually create balance in your mind, body, and spirit. Whether that's actually getting out and out in nature and being around a tree. I mean, it's as simple as just, you know, going up to a tree and connecting to it, you know what I mean? And that energy of the tree will help balance some things out. It can be as simple as that, or it can be hiking. It can be much more in nature. But to really concentrate on that mind, body, spirit balance right now is super important for all of us at this time with everything that's happening in the chaos. I feel like this message is
A blanket.
It's a what?
A blanket.
A blanket, because we are all being kind of disrupted in this whirlwind and feeling feeling drained and so forth, and not being able to get in, really connect like we used to. Sometimes that chaos needs to happen first before it comes back into balance, but continue to seek ways to do that. And really just, if you're not about the nature and getting out there, touch a tree. Just go out and touch some tree and run back in if you don't want to be outside. You know what I'm saying? But it's just kind of like, you got to find that balance, and nature will help you get there.
For some reason, Sonia, I don't know why, but I see Epsom salt. I don't know if you take a bath in Epsom salt, but you may want to try that Epsom salt. And they're showing me a couple of drops of some sort of oil. So
and Sonia, even a planted tree somewhere in Hollywood, even if it's just a plant, it doesn't have to be like a forest or anything. It's kind of like acknowledging and the intention and so forth of that tree. And I know I keep saying tree and I sound really crazy, but it's seriously, that's what they're telling me. And that's what they're showing me, a tree. So
that's kind of cool. So Sonia says, yeah, she used to do that with Epsom salt weekly with lavender, and I haven't done it in a long time. Got to go back to that. My friend. That used to, you know, they're showing me that used to be your quiet time. That used to be your, they're showing me like this baptismal weird kind of thing where it was like, water is a very beautiful conductor, by the way, guys.
Yes.
You know, but they're showing me that you used to get in water and it like cleaned you, and it just like literally it's like once you stood up, it's like watching all of this crud get off of you. So yeah, you got to get back to that Epsom salt and lavender. You must do that.
And I'm also seeing here for you as well with the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Cups right there in the middle, that you're being prepared for this new journey of your spiritual being, your spiritual self.
Yeah.
You're being prepared for that right now. And so hang in there. This is all part of that becoming. Lola, what do you have? I know you have something there.
Well, I just have a message. No cord, well, two cord flew out, but that's about it. The message that I have is, yeah, like you said, go connect with nature and meditate under the sun right before at dawn, right before the sun gets out and really hot, or in the evening when the sun is setting. Those last hours of the day when the sun is setting, those will be the best time to meditate under the sun, when it's not too strong but good enough to bring you clarity and clarity of the mind. So that's all I have. And I had the cards that pop out were indeed the sun and the stork.
I got hold your center, which is kind of funny because that's what you've been talking about, is that you need to get centered again. And so this is one of the cards, this is Lightworkers Oracle, and it's saying, yeah, you definitely have to get back to that. For those of us, we're going to have to, they show me going back to kindergarten, doing those things that we used to do. If it's not working for you, throw it out of your box. And if it was working for you, pull those back in just to see. Okay. So I wouldn't worry too much about it, Sonia. You got this.
Awesome.
Yay.
We all need to be purposed about that right now. What used to be just like easy and we're a part of our routine, we all need to be purposed right now. So thank you for bringing that in, Sonia.
Yeah.
Okay, blessings to you. Next, we have Lovely on the list.
Thank you, Positive, for all you do. We really appreciate it. Who is next? I'm sorry.
Lovely.
Lovely. Let's see if I can find that. Lovely. If you're here, can you post it? If not, I will try to find it.
We'll just have them post it again because a lot of people have left. So if she's not here, then.
If you're not here, I'm moving on to the next.
So Lovely, let us know if you're here. We'll give you.
You're welcome, Sonia.
Okay. Lovely, can you put your question in again for us?
Sonia is funny. She said she's going tree hunting today and hugging the hell out of it.
And you know what, Sonia? So they're showing me that you might put your hand on the tree, and you have to be very centered about your emotions that you're going through at the time. Okay, Lovely. Sorry, Sonia, hold that thought. Lovely. There is somebody else that came in. I don't know if they left yet, but they came in and they're having almost the same thing. So we're going to kill two birds with one stone if you're still here. So whoever else that was, just keep in mind that we may be talking to two people at the same time. So back to Sonia. Sonia, you may go ahead and put your hand on the tree. Acknowledge how you're feeling before you do it, and then put your hand on the tree, and then just let everything pour out, because I'm seeing 1 minute you might be happy, next minute you might all of a sudden want to cry. And so own whatever emotion that you have and let it go. Okay. So here is Lovely's.
So Lovely, the vision I was being shown is kind of like, at first I thought, oh, well, he's present in the moment with you. I'm being shown, on the couch, and you have your head in there, and he's, in the moment and all about that. But all of a sudden, he puts his arm up like this. So possibly, so I want to check into it a little bit more, but I want to know what that means when he puts his other arm up and there's someone else coming in here. But I want to check that out before I want to see what the cards bring in with that vision. Because I'm not sure what that means, or if that's a game, or what you would call that to be. Okay. So I did get the Ten of Swords pop out. So the Ten of Swords coming in with that is kind of like being backstabbed, and some issues with that.
I would agree with you. So I got different cards, like I'll show you here in a minute so I said, is this something she needs to be concerned with? Like, is this man doing whatever Debbie's saying? And I got because these two cards are the same. There's 3 cards right there.
Right.
And then I said, understand, here's the thing, lovely. Ultimately, what they're showing me, for whatever purpose this person is in your life, there is a lesson. Mm-hmm. Debbie always tells me to remember how something feels. Okay. So how does this feel? And I'm not talking about that motherfucker might be doing something. Sorry for my language, people. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, have I felt this way before? Is my gut telling me something? So there's a lesson in this. Whatever this is, they're saying you need to pay attention. So I was like, does she need to be with this person? Is this a thing that maybe she needs to stick it out? And this is ultimately you're the one, this is a maybe, when it's all 3 different cards, this is ultimately you have the choice, just because we see something doesn't.
And here's the deal. Also, we may see this, but he just maybe needs to know your truth. Where do you stand? What do you want? What do you desire for real? Like, have you been, like, what's your story to him? So bringing in your truth and what you desire in this relationship, maybe that's all he needs to know, right? Kind of like, bringing, I mean, because I do have really good cards here coming out about it, but it's all overlaying this. So it's like, okay, so you've been hurt in the past. He may have hurt you in the past, but it's time to bring your truth to the table here with the Queen of Swords here. She doesn't take any bullshit. She just, she stands in her truth. She says what she wants. And, with these 2 cards bringing in new security and deepening love. So, I don't know if this is someone new coming in your life, or if you stand up for yourself and your truth and what you desire and what you want it to look like. Just be truthful about it. Is what I'm getting here. What do you got, Lola?
I do have a separation of some sort because I have one road that has the site, then the crossroads and the tower. So whatever is going on, you are feeling really lonely right now, and you do have decisions to make. The other road that I have, I have the rider and the stork here. So there's definitely some type of change coming up and ending with the fish like this. And this stork was right on top of the crossroad. Oh, I'm losing all my cards. Sorry. Like this.
Okay.
So, yes, you do have, like Debbie said, speak your truth, what it is that you want, because, you know, a lot of the things that we go through are also our things that we allow ourselves to go through. What is it that you want? Make that voice heard. And with the crossroad here, really be honest with you, because it's really okay. It feels like, should I stay and continue to hope for some type of change for the better, or should I just turn this page on that other way here, and again look for something else, something new, something that will make me feel less lonely and happier. But you do have this side here that feels like hurt. So yes, it's really up to you which
Let me interrupt you real quick.
Yes,
really,
please.
really quick. Because when you said it's really up to you, I'm sitting here trying to search for the next question. But what I really heard was, but you got to sort your own stuff. You know, you're really,
Right.
you're new to us. And so we really preach about, you know, that, you know, they're showing me that this meme that I had on my phone that I just looked at the other day. If you don't, you know, rip off those scabs and sort through your own things, you bleed on the next person that comes into your life.
Yep.
And it's not their fault. So just keep that in mind, that, you know, sometimes they're saying, because, and it's not just you, he does it too. They say both of you are like this. So because I'm so hurt and because I've gone through all of these problems and I haven't sorted through and I haven't fixed them and I haven't faced them, what ends up happening is you never really fully, you know, here's the line, but neither one of you are kind of stepping in there because you're both kind of scared. So because you are new, we talk about manifesting a lot. And Haley, this is for you as well. You know, you really need to start manifesting the people. And Lovely, I'm not saying dump him. I'm just saying manifest who you really want. Don't manifest and say, I don't want someone who beats me up. I don't want this. I don't want that. No, figure out what you really truly want. I want someone who's going to make me happy. I want someone who's going to make me laugh. I want, you know, someone. So I say, take 3 pieces of paper, because Spirit's giving for both of you ladies. And there's somebody else out there. I think it was a guy. Write 3 pieces of paper. The first one, you write what you don't want. The second, you write the second piece of paper, change all of those into positive statements. And then say, like, I don't want an alcoholic. Like, say your first one, I don't want an alcoholic. I don't want a drug addict. Your second one, you write, I want someone who's responsible with drugs and alcohol. Okay? Your first piece of paper, when you're all done with it, throw it away. Second one, whether it's, you know, front and back or however you want to do it, you just save that. Your third one is going to be, we always talk about manifesting other people, but who are you going to be when you have this beautiful, wonderful relationship in your life? How are you going to change it? You know, how are you going to change the person that you are? Just imagine if you came from a relationship where someone isn't filling your coffee cup, and then all of a sudden you get someone in your life that does fill your coffee cup. How would you change? Okay, does that make sense? Okay.
Yes, yeah. So Yvonne, you are on the list. You are. Okay, so the next we have Christy. And, so Christy's next. So Christy, if you want to go ahead and put your question up.
Those of you that just came in, like Lovely, and who was I talking to? Who else? Haley. You know, a lot of the ladies will tell you through chat how to manifest, because we talk about that a lot. And I'm going to tell you what, lovely, abuse comes in two different ways. Oh, by the way, did Debbie say why she was sneaking out real quick? Abuse comes in two different ways. Okay, there's physical abuse and there's mental abuse. And I could sit here and say, oh my gosh, so here goes. We're not done with you yet. Okay, so I'm hearing a dog is a dog is a dog. Okay. I'm sorry, we're going to be very blunt, lovely. So here it comes. So if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. It's not going to shit out golden geese eggs. It's not gonna change. You can't change him. You can't fix him. Okay. One of your guides just stepped in and went, you need to figure out. You need to figure out why. And I think that's why I started talking about manifesting. If manifesting by default, sorry, if you manifest this by default is like, everybody has it. Hold on. I got two different things going on. So everybody has it. By the way, the reason why Debbie stepped out was because she's got a migraine. She's coming right back. So that's why she stepped out. So they're saying a dog is a dog is a dog. He's got old stuff, and I'm being shown so many signs that it's just like bam, 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 bam. Okay, so one of the signs, I should explain since you're new, they just show me signs. So I never look at the camera. I just kind of look off to the side. That's what I'm looking at. So they show me mirroring. And so when my guide sticks a mirror up like this, it means, let's pretend I'm him. I have some things wrong. I have things that are messed up. I'm not happy with my life. So what I do is, hi, Am, I shove it on you. And I say, you never do this. You never do that. You never do this. You never do that. I'm not happy. So I just ooze that on you. And when that mirror flops up like that, when they flip that mirror up on me, that tells me that this person is not happy with himself, but he pours it on you. And okay, so they're saying several things, and somebody else needs to hear this in the room. So if this resonates with you, you need to pay attention. Okay, please write this down if you need this. There are several things, 3 things I got to say. Okay, number 1, never put somebody first that is going to make you an option. That's number 1. So never put anybody first who's going to make you an option. Number 2, the other thing that I'm being told is, if you constantly excuse bad behavior, then you are teaching someone how to treat you. Mm-hmm. And for those of us that are empaths, those of us that are light bringers, whatever you want to call yourselves, we do it all the time. I did it lots of times, get your ass beat and then turn around and say, oh, no, that's okay. I know you were just mad. It's all right. So what I just told this person is, sure, every time you get mad, go ahead, treat me like crap. So my guides are going, you got to put that, you got to nix that. Yes, Brian, this is, it's the truth, but oh, well, it's my life. It's my path. So it's my map, I should say. The third thing I got to find, because I was at my kiddo's house yesterday, and he said something that was very profound for some of us that have issues with other people. We're worried about talking, or what are they saying, or what are they thinking about us? And he said, I have this beautiful quote, and I said, what is it? And he goes, you would be less worried about what other people think about you if you only knew how infrequently they actually did think about you. So that was profound. So anyways, yeah. So Lovely, you just kind of think about that for a minute. Lovely, were you the one that was from Panama? So think about that for a minute and let that resonate with you. But one of my guides is saying, if you want to have better, You got to do better and be better.
Yeah.
Okay. Stop manifesting by default. Stop saying, I don't know why I keep attracting all these men that are assholes. You know? Oh, yeah. Lebanon. Yeah. My mom is from Panama, so that's why I was asking. So, anyways, okay, that's it. Who's next? She gave me a list. Let me find her. Okay. So, Christy, and then T-Bar. Christy, can you write your thing down again? Because I really can't see that good. So, Christy and T-Bar.
You're welcome, lovely mommy.
Yeah,
Best of luck.
You know, it's up to you, but I think if you decided to manifest somebody that was really beautiful and really truly had your back, like, you know what you want. And so you deserve it. And now's your time. So put it out there, manifest it with 3 papers, look at it and say, isn't that going to be great when I have that? So, okay. So Christy, I would love to know what's in store for this week. I can't tell, Christy, if you're getting a new client coming in, because they show somebody, literally, they show somebody stepping in here, and you buy them a house really quick, and they go out that way. I don't know what that's about, but literally, they just had a person walk right here in front of me, stop, and then go that way. So, Lola, I'm going to let you go first because they're asking me to say something to the group about this time period. So it is really, really important that you guys start manifesting what you want in everything. Just lots of things. I don't know if the list is closed. Debbie sent me 2 names. She's going to take a break and then she's going to come back. So how I'm doing it is on my channel is if we call your name and you're not here, we're just going on. So I'm a little hard.
We do it on all channels, actually.
No, because you guys go back, and when the person comes back, you guys will go back up. I'm like, nope.
When we move them on the list from where they were to top on the wherever is next down there. Yeah, they lose their spots when they leave and come back. They lose their spots.
Yeah. So there's a lot of manifesting. I'm going to look for a hair tie. So there's a lot of manifesting that needs to happen, and you have to be really adamant about it. Like somebody out there you're going to be switching a job, or you're going to be shifting. Christy, just hold on just a minute because I got to say this. But somebody's going to be moving or shifting a job, something about some sort of change. And you don't realize that yet. So if you're the one that's looking for a job, or you're the one that's thinking about a job, then turn around and say, put a piece of paper on the thing and say, what is the future? Or not what is the future? Put that your job is going to be wonderful. It's going to pay this much. It's going to be supportive. It's going to be a loving environment. It's going to be able to have the time off that you need for your kids, or whatever is important about that time off. You know, it really is about that. And don't sit here and say, oh, I really would love that, but it's probably never going to happen. You know, don't do that. Just put it out there and then leave it out there. I don't know where my hair tie went. Are you ready, God? Lola, are you ready?
Oh, yes. There is something spiritually here going on. I'm not sure exactly how to say it, but it's moving to it's nothing negative. It's like getting closer to enlightenment, because I do have the cross below the lilies. Then right next to it, I have the tower, and then the snake. And the snake because this is related to spirituality. The snake here deals with would deals more with this connection, mind, body, and also the kundalini, because it mirrors that cross. They both mirror each other this way, and right on top of so I don't know what you are doing, Christy. I don't know what it is that you are doing, but this here is some type of spiritual growth, and also you need to. Do you do some? Do you do public speaking, or do you speak to crowds, or because there's a bird here? This probably what it is it that you do, because this talk here has to do with well, it feels like you need to share your gift, like through some type of teaching, verbal teaching.
She's a realtor.
She's what?
She's a realtor.
Okay.
So in Florida, she's a realtor. She does sales.
Sales. Oh, that's the because those two here, this is what is the bird right below the tower. And so yeah, there's spiritual growth, and there is also some type of contract here, but it all deals with your spirituality. So are you doing anything like to connect to your higher self, or
While she's answering that, I did get something. There's somebody new coming into her life. There's somebody
maybe
new.
that could be this too, but
yeah, because here you go. Look at this, Lola. So here's the male.
this the man, the stork, yes.
And here's the stork. So that's a new male coming into her life. I kind of know a little bit, and I wouldn't go with her spirituality. So I know a little bit about Christy, but I would say that she's just got a lot of things that she's sorting through in her that in her personal life that she's kind of looking at, and she's made some changes. That's where that growth is coming in. Because you said you had the cross.
Yes, the cross, below the lily, which is being at peace here, and then I have the tower as well. And of course, when I asked this question, I had no. This is an open question. What is in store for this week? So I didn't ask the direction, as in romance or career, or so I just threw the cards. Give me whatever it is. So that is what popped up on my side.
For me, I just picked what's new coming in for her. What does she need to know? And I got that there's a male coming in. There's something that has to do with the male. And Christy, you're going to have to look at this. Look at this person. If you combine what Lola's got and what I got, this is all about looking at the person. Don't jump on it. It's really funny. They show me the fox jumping on top of this guy. It's like, don't jump on this dude so fast. Take a couple of steps back. Look at that vibration. Feel how it feels. Even though you might have a connection, is this a connection that you're used to? That it feels the same way? Because sometimes people don't realize that you have a connection and it feels really good, but actually it's a bad thing. You got to be like, oh, hell no. Okay. You really need to be kind of out there.
This next here is also a woman, and it also needs calls for caution. So what Karen is saying, be cautious about that man who is coming right there. That man that Karen is talking about.
And the reason why I'm saying take your time, because this is gonna, you got the sun, which is really awesome. And then you got the clouds, which is like
Really, the worst card and
the best card,
and the
so
best card.
so even though you have this, just remember, spirit puts the same thing. Mary Kelly, no, you're not late. I've been showing little tips around there, so just be patient, please. Spirit will give you the same exact lesson over and over again until you learn it, until you walk away. And it doesn't have to be with the same person. So if you're wondering why you keep going through this, because you keep handling it the same exact way. So my guides are like, you've got to step up to the plate and you've got to swing differently at it, or you're going to keep getting the same. They hand me a tray of saltine crackers, a tray of saltine crackers. Okay. So, but there is some stuff coming for your business. So it's really important that you do that, envision, more clients, more people, more things. And again, I'm really excited about your class because that's going to be so huge, they say. And it really, find that time to kind of center yourself. Okay. So Mary Kelly, to answer your question, a really good book that you could start with is called Energy Medicine by Donna Eden. Looks like this. Okay, that's a really good book to start with. They have one for women as well. So this focuses on women. Okay, so that's a good book. Another one that you can start with that's really good. And that's for everybody, by the way. It's not just, those are really good books. Let's see, where's my other energy one? This one. Okay. The Subtle Body Practice Manual by, who's it by? Cindy Dale. Those are some really good books to start with for energy healing. So, all right. Who is next? Positive, I think you're keeping this in line now.
I think T-Barb.
T-Barb is next.
From Debbie's, what she sent, it was Christy and then T-Barb.
Let me check that. Oh, she's so sweet. She's like, I'm back.
Yay! Welcome back, Debbie.
Thank you.
Someone was like, Debbie left. Debbie left. I'm like, yeah, she has to take a little break and take some medicine. So we have done Christy.
You can see it in my eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Woo. It's all right, though. Hydrate. All
Okay.
right, Barb. She threw up her her question.
Yeah, Mary Kelly. And sorry, I'm skipping over Mary Kelly, but somebody popped in and said you have to answer her. So if you have those on your list and then I went and showed you those exact books, that's a sign you really need to get those. Okay. Sorry, Debbie, your voice is doing that weird thing again.
Oh, yes. Hi, MM. My voice is again. Is it still?
It goes in and out, but it's not that bad. Not as bad as it was the other day.
So there's T Barb's question.
Yeah.
See, I love when you put it like that because then I can actually see it because I don't have my glasses on. There's too much light in here. It annoys me. Okay. To her. No. Oh, addition. I heard addiction. Her addiction to her house. No, that's not going to end. Oh, that's funny. It's really funny, T-Bar, because I know that you're not like this, but so I got one of your guides, and so your mom's at the top of the steps, and they're like, she ain't going anywhere time soon. You know, nobody's going to push her down the steps, like that kind of thing. So, you know, she's not going on, you know, nothing's going to happen. I don't feel it. I'm not getting that choked out feeling. I don't want to have the urge to cry. Because remember, those are my two, somebody's dying. And they're saying, guys, you need to remember to learn your language when you feel something, feel that energy. Not everybody sees, you know, but that's what they're saying, is that no one's going to push her down. Nobody's going to do anything. She can be here for a while. I mean, even though she might be sick, she's kind of stubborn. They're showing me her feet are planted in the ground. She's not going anywhere anytime soon. Okay. So that would be a way to change that would be like, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. Well, no, she's not going anywhere. I promise. So sorry if I scared you. I was smiling with that one.
Thank you, Gima. Yeah, I definitely see her enjoying her new, you know, what they're showing me, her new addition there that you've got going. So frustrating though, T-Barb, when you're dealing with the city and the permits and all that.
Well, and it also is sorry, Debbie. It also, as soon as Debbie said that, is so frustrating. I literally saw nobody in the courthouse. Like, I mean, granted, I'm sure somebody's there, but they just showed like the mail is getting stacked up. And so it's not moving as quickly as it can. Okay, so I got to show you guys this because my daughter just asked me to send this. So.
Oh, no. Baby.
Lovely.
So, yeah, I had her for a little while.
Yes, on my side, I do see that T-Barb, yes, your mom is going to see whatever addition you guys are doing, are making to the house, because there is renovation with renovation of the house here with the stork. I literally have the stores, the whip, and the stork, and the whip being in the middle of well, actually, I'm going to show them.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how they are. The whip here being in the middle, that is a back and forth with the those people, the courthouse sending those permit repetitively, and but with the stores and the stores and the stork here, this is an addition to the house, which is some type of improvement, making the house even prettier, whatever you are doing here. And it's her dream here with the store. So yes, that is going to happen, and she will be around, because this stork here, this is also your mom, because the stork is also a queen. This is your mom. This is her dream. What the addition that she's doing to the house that is being blocked by the courthouse, and all those, I mean, back and forth communication between the court. And but yes, it's going to take some time, but it will arrive with these two courts here. This is going to be the end result, these two.
And I keep seeing her feet
like
so
that.
planted in the ground. They're like, she's not going anywhere. Hello, Howard.
Hi, Howard.
Hey, Howard.
I have. Yep. What's going on here? There we go. I can do this, guys. You know, you have the 9 of Wands here, and that's showing, that kind of battle weary, the working hard and doing that. But you have it in you to keep, you will get back in there, and you know what I mean? Like you have the strength to finish this, and you will keep getting back in there to make sure it gets done. But look at this card that it was crossing, the Ace of
Ace of
Pentacles.
Pentacle.
Yeah. So that's bringing in that's a yes. It's coming together, but stay at it, stay on top of it. You know what I mean? Keep your eye on these people down at the courthouse, the state, or whatever, wherever you do the permits. Stay on top of that. You have to be the one staying on top of it, because they don't stay on top of it for you. Okay. And try not to get caught up in looking at being kind of like what's not happening, right? Try not to get caught up in that, because that'll block your flow. Okay.
Remember that when you're manifesting, and what Debbie's saying is don't get caught up in that. If you're getting caught up in that and your thought is it's not happening, then really, even though you're thinking, I want it to happen, what you're really saying is it's not happening, it's not happening, it's not happening. So it's not going to happen. You got to really say it's going to happen. Somebody over there is going to pick up this letter, or somebody's going to go over there and put that stamp on it, because I really do see them picking and stamping.
Yeah, because right over top of that card was this with the bouquet.
The bouquet.
And so it's kind of like saying, really look at what's going good, because you can get so caught like this doing this when you're doing any type of renovations, right? So yeah. And it's kind of like this is going to be beautiful and new for you. So
And
just keep moving forward.
You got this.
I love it.
You're welcome, Tibor.
And and let's see, this was about your mom, right? It was for her mom.
Yes, it was for her mom.
So hi, T-Barb's mom, because she's gonna play it back for her.
Hi, Cherry Bob's mom.
Hi, Tibor's mom.
You got this. Okay.
Next we have Yvonne.
So
Yvonne. We have Yvonne, then Golden, then Desiree, then Sky. So let's just go going. And if they're not here, then we pass them over and we go down to the next one. So I do have M on here. I have Sammy on here. But if we don't get, it's much more than we were going to go. But there's people who will not be here. So we pass them up. So you never know. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry, guys.
Oh, thank you, Howard.
Oh. Who's
Top right? That Lola.
Lola?
I know it's not me because I'm not on top. Which one, Karen or Lola? I think you're both goddesses.
I'm too old to be that. Okay, so energy, another energy point, guys. Okay, so another energy point. Okay, there's two things. So if you were to imagine if you were to cut your arms off and they'd sew them up right there. Okay, so if you push right in here, this is a lymphatic drainage. Okay.
That's when I started pushing myself. I started getting a headache. I don't know.
Let's don't push anymore. You're not allowed to push, Debbie. So right in here, if you just keep pushing right in here, okay, this is a lymphatic drainage. Well, last time I pushed, I was getting a hot flash. Another thing you can do is if you take your hand and you put it right in between your breast, don't worry, I have a bra on, but right in between your breastbone, and you just kind of do that kind of hard, this kind of boosts your energy up really quick. Okay, so if you do that hard, you will get an energy boost up. All right, so there's two things. They're telling me I have to what's that one? Oh, I don't like showing this because you can see my fat legs. Okay, so if you were to run, let's see if I can do this. Nope, can't do it. Oh well, how sad. Okay. No.
It was a good Girl Scout ride.
Okay, no, on a serious note, because there's some people who have issues with their intestines because they're making my intestines hurt. Okay. So if you think about the seams on your pant legs, okay. So if you take, I would do the outside first and start right about here. Okay. And then just work your way down and just kind of go like this in circular. Okay. And you go all the way down the seam of your pant leg. Remember, this is not a little touchy massage. Okay. I'm just going to pull this close to it so you understand how, so you see the red from my neck. So when you're doing this, okay, let me get the K12s or K27s. When you're doing this, you should be like that. Okay. You should have, okay. So go down the seams of your pants. Okay. On your pant legs and go straight down and push really hard. You don't want to hurt, but this is the intestines. The inside, I believe, is your small intestines and the outside is your large intestines. So if you work your way down, like literally, and you can do this number where you're kind of like push, 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 and just work your way all the way down the seams of your pants. This is a meridian for your intestines. So it kind of helps your intestines. Do not, go ahead.
No, I definitely am not going to do that right now. You know what would happen.
Guys, don't do all of these all in one day. I know, T-Barb, I am going to get you guys black and blue.
T-Barb, you're right on that one. Karen is going to have us all black and blue.
But, you know, so if you see me going like this and tap, oh, you could also tap. You guys can also tap on K27 like this, but then you sound kind of like that. You can tap, however, I don't like tapping. So anyways, so there's a couple more. Just don't do it all at the same time. Remember that when you're messing with lymph nodes, okay, which are these ones, when you're messing with the lymph nodes, and when you, after live, can I have the books? No, I'll show it right now. So when you're messing with the lymph nodes, remember that you're draining out all those toxins of your body. So when you start doing that, you don't want to do them all at the same time. You don't want to, like, I don't go and do every single one all day long. Man, I'd be like, oh, shocked for hell. I did that. Okay, so this is a really good one. Okay, so take a picture, or hopefully you got that one. Remember, you can go back and press rewind. This is another one, Energy Medicine by Donna Eden. So this one's Energy Medicine, and this one's Energy Medicine for Women by Donna Eden. And so those are really good ones to have because they talk about meridian, they talk about acupressure points. And Desiree, when you think about it, when you're working on the hands, you're doing some of those pressure points on the hands on your massages. So, okay, who's next?
So Yvonne's next, and her question is right up above. You have to just go up a little bit. She brought it in when you were talking.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Not yet.
Should be just a few up.
Did you guys get my question? There it is. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Still here. Okay. Yes. Oh, this isn't going to hurt my body, is it? Hi, guys. My sister passed away a couple years ago, and her husband didn't tell us what she died from and wouldn't let us come to the funeral.
Was there any type of conflict between the husband and your family?
I'm picking up something, but I just want to make sure. So I'm not going to wait for Yvonne to answer. I'm just going to talk. So Yvonne, what I got was, first I honed in on him, and back me up, ladies, if you feel the same way. But I got him, and I just feel like I don't want to put up with anybody's bullshit. You know, I can barely hold things together. And I don't want to sit here and eat with people. I don't want to sit here and talk to people. This is a very selfish kind of way of doing things.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm picking up, is that, you know, they set me there and he just does not want to deal with everybody. Like, I want it so... Like, I'm literally only seeing like 2 or 3 people standing around me. And it's just like, they're showing me like it would be if they had kids, or it just feels very, very weird because he doesn't want anybody. Do you feel that, Debbie? Do you feel anything like that?
When I was reading the question, I'm trying to connect with her. And
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time connecting. But she is making me feel like right here, right in your stomach, like real stomach pain and anxiety-ish, but not feeling good. Like, but I can't seem to get her to say anything, and I almost feel like she preferred to come forward, not in this type of setting.
Exactly. I would agree with you. She's like, I don't want my, you know what I literally heard as soon as you said that is, I don't want my shit on blast. That's what I heard.
Maybe,
so Debbie does keep coming in positive, and it comes in and it comes out, and
sorry,
we don't know why. It just happens to her. So the sister basically said she would prefer not to come in this type of setting. And then Debbie, you said something and we couldn't hear you at all.
Yeah, so maybe we can set something up privately with Yvonne or something, but I feel like, it's just like a...
Yeah, because I literally get, you know, like the round circle with the cross on it. So when I focus on, like when I tried to focus on her, she just threw the husband in front of me. You know, like, here, you focus on this. So I would say, yeah, Yvonne, get with Debbie or us, and we could do something. And Lola, I'm sorry, Lola, I just left you right out of there.
No, don't worry. I was gonna say the same too, because I do have I felt inclined to get a box spread, and I'm not sure this is something that should be said publicly for Yvonne.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, just get with one of us, Yvonne, and we'll set something up. Okay.
You know, I do feel, you know, I don't feel like there's any foul play or anything. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it was her time. Like, I am getting pretty strongly, though, impression that, you know, it was my time to go.
Yeah.
But something that we can do more privately. It's by her request.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she won't say anything. She literally just put that kind of circle and a cross over her mouth. Like, I'm not talking. What has to be said is between you and her, through one of us, of course, or all of us. But I would say, I would agree with you, Debbie, the stomach thing, because man, my stomach is just, yeah. jacked all up.
You know, it's funny. You get that cross. Don't speak, because look at what I have right below the.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that really backs that up. Confirms.
Yes.
Yep. So, okay, Yvonne, sorry,
And
sweetheart.
then the side here that says, "Cut it out. Don't share this in public."
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, that's one good thing that I love about my sisters here is that we respect those boundaries. And, you know, we don't go around reading people unless, you know, we don't, like, I don't go to the store and go, oh, this lady's got this going on. You know, we just don't do that. So we're going to respect your sister, and feel free to contact one or all of us, and we'll get together and do something for you. So.
Yeah. Sending you a hug, though, Yvonne. I know that's hard, and I can't even imagine. I would be so mad.
Yeah, I'd be pissed.
I would not have that very easily. So I'm so sorry, but we do want to get down to it. And, but I guess it's not tonight, per your sister. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was weird.
Yeah, it went away
Oh,
fast.
there you go.
Okay, so next we have Golden. If you're still here.
What? The brother came back? Is it what you're laughing?
I'm laughing at Howard over here.
Oh, I didn't.
Howard,
Howard.
you're cracking me up, man. Lola, you got to admire.
Breadsticks and a bottle of medium-priced wine.
She does not do breadsticks because she's very healthy, and she doesn't drink either. I'm just making stuff up. I don't know.
Oh, word. I eat everything. Well, almost everything.
Okay.
No.
No moon pies. I stopped moon pies. Okay. I'm going to be on a beach in October, and I don't want to look like this. Okay. Yvonne, no, I don't think any of us got that he hurt her at all. I don't see that at all. I just think that I just don't want my stuff aired out. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you privately. And that's, you know, that's as much as she says to me. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you privately. And she doesn't even give me, but I don't feel comfortable in this environment sharing anything like that. So
she did say it was her time to go, which
Yeah.
to me means that that exit point was already in place, and it was her time to go, which means if someone hurt her or murdered her,
we feel it.
she wouldn't say it was my time to go. So, yeah. So Yvonne, I'm giving you a hug. Okay.
Yeah. Lots of love and light, pink light for you, Hansa. Okay. Lots of pink light for you. Who is next?
Okay. So Golden is next. So Golden, I haven't seen a question come back up for you. Are you still here?
Hey, and you ladies need to tell me when you want to stop, okay? Because you know me, I'll go forever. Hello, Haley.
Hi, Haley.
I've never seen a name spelled like
Hi,
that.
Haley.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty. It's kind of Hawaiian, right? With that spelling, gives it a little Hawaiian flair. So okay, Golden just put up her. It'll be here in a second for you. Her question.
Okay.
Oh,
There it
there's
is.
a question.
Is E the Aries? So E is an Aries, interested in getting to know me more. We haven't known each other long, but we are having great conversations. It's a beautiful start.
So the minute Debbie was reading that to me, they literally went like
Karen's burning sage. That's not a good sign. Says Yvonne.
no, it's because it's just so the way that like I pick up, not always. So I pick up sometimes like Debbie did, she was directed to their stomach and I got the same thing. So it was like, okay, I have to disconnect from this energy. And I was having a little bit of problem disconnecting because there's, I've got 3 people in my head talking to me at the same time. So, and then your sister's over here. So it was that kind of thing. So that's why I'm burning the sage. It was just, it's nothing.
She says 3 people are talking in her head at the same time. That's not including her own voices. So
yeah, my own voices. Yeah.
Counting her own voices, who knows how many.
Whew. And it's like ADHD up in this brain, I'm telling you. So when Debbie was reading that, I got this, and I literally got one of my guides went like this. So this is take your time and have fun and enjoy the experience and walk down the path and just have as much fun with this person because they, I don't know why they keep saying this. This is very repetitive about learn the energy. I mean, those of you that are, I don't want to say brand new because they're going, all of us are having, this is new water for all of us. They show the what do you call it? Like the veil being lifted and they're saying this is new energy. So you gotta enjoy it and feel it and see how it's different and what's coming. So they're just saying, take your time and then they show you smiling and just have fun with this. So that's where I'm going to go with that one.
And I'm seeing him smile too. Like he's full of joy. He is kind of who you see. He is fun and full of joy. He's happy. He seems to be pretty grounded. All that is what I'm kind of seeing. I'm also getting really good cards here for you as well. What do you have there, Lola?
I have the bouquet, the ring, the sun, the rider, the lily, the lady.
Oh, that's really good.
Ooh, yeah.
I do have the snake and the fox and the mice though, but they don't feel negative. I did pull a box spread, and the rider is right in the middle of it, right below. Yes, I have the lady. The middle line is the middle column is the lady, the rider, and the ring. So it seems like everything is going well here, that you guys seem to be going in a good direction, because the mice here is not a negative. It is more of a teamwork, like working to go together towards similar goals, which is with end here with the sun. So really good. So yes, just continue to, I mean, there's definitely with the last row here, which has the bouquet, the ring, and the sun.
So that's energy coming in, right?
Yes,
that's coming in. Yeah. So
absolutely, because this one is on top of this, like right here.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Beautiful.
There's definitely room for something good here, but yeah, don't force anything. Go with the flow. You guys are doing good. So I don't see. Yeah, you.
Every time you say a word, it brings up a card.
I have a bunch of I have like 5 cards sitting right here. So, or you were saying you gotta do it different or something like that, and I'm like rebuild, and then you said go with the flow. So it's like go with the flow. So go ahead, finish. I'm just backing you up.
Oh no, I'm done. I'm really. I mean, don't force anything. Don't. Just let things flow the way they're supposed to. But because there's a lot of positive things coming up right there. What's going on?
Brian's going, he's an Aries like me. Just give him a chance.
So, I feel, Golden, that you've actually been listening to us on here and that you've been really putting that manifesting this, I feel like. And
Karen, I think we have a troll in the room.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
so then, so we have here the 10 of Pentacles. And so you put your manifesting energy out there and you're bringing forth what you are manifesting. See, it's coming forth what you've been manifesting here. And again, with the dice, it's kind of like it's again part of that manifesting and throwing that out. And it's coming in now. It's coming in. So that's beautiful. And the action card for you to, in this, again, is to, go with the flow, but also, because you were given this card in the action, like the action card, right? Action spot, like what to do. With the strength, it's like you've been given this divine empowerment, this divine moment, and you are now empowered and you have the strength to move forward with that. But with that they're saying, with all these other cards, which I'm not going to show you because there's too many, because I wanted to get a little more information for you on that take action card. And it's to be open and honest and truthful. Don't be hiding anything. Don't hide anything. You need to, again, stand in your divine self, okay? That is the key. Stand in your divinity and who you are and your divine strength. And just speak truth and be truth, okay? You don't have to make stuff, you don't have to become something to match, to make a match, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'll come together on its divine own self. Just be you, okay?
You're welcome,
Yay.
Golden.
Okay. Blessings to you, Golden. Okay, next we have Desiree. Keep us posted, Golden, on that.
Blessings to you, Jima. Enjoy your supper.
I don't know what I'm doing over here. I'm trying to delete comments and block people and.
Oh yeah, you keep doing you. Okay, so
You just tell me what.
Jima, have a nice dinner. Let's see. And
Bye, Gma. So, Howard, I don't know if you were in here when we were talking about, so all 3 of us rotate between each other's channels. And so if for some reason, because we've been on since 3 o'clock. Yeah, almost
hours.
Yeah. So, but if for some reason we don't get to you, which I don't know where we're at in the list, and I'm going to guess we might not. Debbie's like, we will not. So we probably
Sorry,
won't.
Howard. Sorry, there's like 10 people still left on the list before you.
Yeah.
And it's already been 2 hours. So.
Yeah, we've been going for 2 hours. And if we let it go, I mean, we'd go all night long and that would be just horrid. Then we'd be brain fried. So the next time we are on, let's see, today is Tuesday. So Thursday. on Lola's channel. And then Positive, I think Positive has a way to put that up. If you could do that for me, Positive, because I'm having technical difficulties. And then Sunday,
Yes.
we're on Debbie's channel.
So Thursday on my channel at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Sunday on Debbie's channel at 11 a.m. Mountain Time.
So,
I had to take that off. I couldn't see Debbie.
and we also have, I'll type it in, but Facebook. If you don't have YouTube, you can find us on our Facebook as
Yes.
well. So I don't know. I don't have it written down, but anyways, the next one's on Thursday. So Lola can write her information down.
On Facebook, same as on YouTube, Goth Angelic.
Oh, I had changed this.
His question is simple. He wants to
Ask Lola out on a date.
how she feels. How does Lola feel about me?
Oh, that's easy.
Okay, lady, thanks for
Don't make me have to delete you now. Be gentlemen. We're kind of protective of Lola.
Thank you.
I'm gonna answer that one just for fun. So it's showing that Lola's compass is pointing in another direction. So at this time.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so back to the question at hand. We have that big long question.
Okay, the big long question. Okay, but you got to do what you were doing, Debbie, because that
Okay,
was some
well,
funny
I promise.
crap. Okay, so here's the big long question, and here's Debbie. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whew. Oh, let's see. I have to choose between my old job that I was before I left and a new location and a new employer. Both are estheticians, and I'm not torn. I don't know which way to go. Both have positives and negatives, and I don't know which direction to go. So,
All right, let's take a look at that.
do you want me to go, or you guys want to go?
You got
You
something down
can
already?
Oh yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, the minute, so I got the teeter totter, which was basically you could do either one. My guides were saying you could do it, but they were saying that you should really manifest that in a really good way. So what you could say, Desiree, is whatever doesn't have my highest and best good, take it out of my life. Oh, but no, don't say that. Let me rephrase that. What? don't say that. Whatever job is not right for my family or me, take it out of my life with my highest and best good. Be very specific. Otherwise, people will fall out of your life that you didn't intend for them to fall out of your life. And then I heard the devil that you know is, how does that thing go? The devil that you know is better than the devil that you don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. So, but they're saying manifest it. Whatever's the easiest one, whatever's the best one, that it be so smooth and so easy that you would have no choice to pick it. Okay.
Can I see that question again?
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm moving back to Colorado soon. I have chosen between my old okay. All right, my old job or the new one. Okay. Because I have two piles going and I wanted to make sure I was
Yes, I'm using to Dex too.
Okay. I want to see Debbie's face instead of Debbie's.
okay. Yeah, you can remember it now. I got it now. I got it.
Good night, Howard.
Good night, Howard. Thank you for the laugh.
Okay, cool. No wonder. So that made sense to you when I'm like, the devil let you know is Yeah. I'm gonna be right back.
So,
Thank
all right.
you, Positive. That is very true.
Okay, so I did two different little spreads. One for your old, going back to your old job, and the second one doing the new option. Okay. So I have here, and this is regarding going back to your old job.
Good job.
And you have the Four of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Ace of Hearts. So with the Four of Cups, it's kind of like there's kind of it's showing that hesitancy of, you know, returning back into that situation. But it is giving you that is a positive choice for you. You'll get right back into the swing of things quickly there. But bringing in that Ace of Hearts with going back to the old job is also bringing in new experiences and new joy, new love. Your cup will be overflowing, so to speak. Even though at first it's kind of like, you're kind of hesitant, but you'll get right back into the flow of things, and you'll feel renewed there as well. Okay. Now, the new option, at first it's showing, you know, Queen of Hearts. This is something I feel like you probably desire more to go to the new spot, but it's showing that, you know, with the Two of Swords here, and then the Nine of Swords, I feel like it's going to be a little more stressful for you there, coming in, and it's not as positive. You know, this is just the cards. You still need to follow your heart, your desire, what your intuition, but what the cards are showing, overall, the experience at the old place might be more positive and more growth for you than going to the new position. Because what I see here is almost like, and it's going to cause you way more stress. That's the cards. You still need to make your choice in what you desire of your heart. Okay, go ahead, Lola. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine, Debbie. I do have yes, I did pull different cards, 3 cards for each with different deck. And for the first the old job, I got the lilies, the ship, and the leather. And it's like that job, which is of course in where you are living in that different state of Colorado. Yeah, it feels more peaceful, more safe, safer for you. And also the reason for that also has to do with you already knowing it. So going back to that job is you feel more you feel safer and at peace here, and this is what you'll be, going there, that's what it will be like. For the new job, I do have the mice, which is a lot of stress.
That's what I got.
The moon, which is what you, like Debbie said, you desire. But and then I have here the coffin.
Yeah.
So by the look of it looks like the old job is safer, but again, the choice is yours. This is what the cards are giving us right now. Nothing is set in stone. So if I'm looking at the cards right now and I have to choose, I would say the old one. But things change, and it is, at the end of the day, it is your own decision to make.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I just caught Lola's. So
mine was basically the same, but with tarot cards. Or yeah.
Because what I got was, I watched 2 shops basically. In this shop, everything stayed the same. It was funny that you were saying that. But then the new one, it's like I saw it, it was this way. And then when I went in, they decided to rearrange everything and everything was moved around. And then it was like, wait, where am I working? And so that's what they literally did, was just show me. I thought you said I was going to be here. And then next thing you know, you're by the toilet doing doing facials by the toilet. It's that kind of thing. So I would say, yeah, but ultimately your choice.
Yeah.
Your choice, Desiree. But yeah. Yeah. They keep showing me that Ace of Hearts for you in the old job, in that you will find some really new joy there, new love, new abundance there.
Yep. Yay.
Blessings to you, Desiree.
We're excited for you, Desiree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep us posted. We like to hear back. Okay, the next person we have is Sky, then Deanne, then Brian. Is Brian gone?
I don't think Brian left. Did he?
So Sky, Deanne, Brian.
It was Howard that left.
T-Bob, I can see your text, your message. You're welcome, Desiree.
Okay.
Can you write your question? Because I'm not finding it.
So Sky, is Sky still here even? Sky, if you're still here, let us know your question. If not, we can move on to Deanne. So Deanne, if you're still here.
Yeah, I'm so excited for those new cards, I gotta say.
Sierra, I think Sierra's getting them too.
Really?
We are getting them.
So Brian is here, so we're going to go ahead. Brian, why don't you go ahead and give us your question? We're not hearing from the other two gals, so. Yay. And Sammy's still here. Okay, Sammy, you're still on the list.
Brian's like, yay. Okay, you have to put the question on Brian, though. Otherwise.
Yeah, this is delayed what you're seeing. It was kind of yay about 5 minutes ago here. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm really delayed.
I guess it's delayed on my side too. Because it just popped in.
I can't remember who I just popped up for Venmo and Cash App and those things.
Remember when you're in charge of the board.
It's just too much.
Too hard.
So hard. Where's Jen when I need her? She keeps me in line. Damn you, Jen.
Brian, post your question.
Or else we're just going to give you one. B. The answer is B. B12. Ooh, somebody needs some B12, and it might be me.
I was thinking I need to give myself a B12.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. Is our lag that bad? Oh, okay. There we go.
Will I get back together with my ex?
Oh, Brian, honey.
Okay, let's check it out. So what I keep hearing, do you want me to go?
Go ahead. No, go.
Yeah, I'm being shown a picture, and I'm not sure I want to share the picture, but the question is, do you really want to? Is this something you really, really want to do? Because let's say the universe says, yeah, Brian, we're going to give you back your ex and you're going to be together. What's your desire then? What does that look like for you when you're back together? Because she's still the same person. She's still going to push all the same buttons. She's still going to do all the same behaviors. In fact, what I'm being shown is it's even up to notch. So, the universe wants to give you the desires of your heart, but they also want it to be for your best and highest good.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they see so much more for you. That is kind of what they're showing me within these pictures. So,
I turned a different light on. Sorry, guys. I got the same thing. Of course. Oh, blinded by the light. Let's shut this off. So what I got, Brian, was, so here you are.
Excuse me.
And you're vibrating, right? You're like vibrating like crazy because they're showing me that for whatever point you're stepping into your spirituality, however that looks like for you. Okay. So you're vibrating at this higher rate, and all of a sudden she's just doing this number. It's like a, and you're just shaking like crazy. And then they literally showed me a shackle around your ankle, and that shackle was attached to hers. So that is my sign for she would always keep you down. And so Debbie, seeing that, it's like, would you really want that though? I mean, and one of my guides said, there's a lot of you men that don't really realize how wonderful you are, and you sell yourself short by not loving yourself. And so if you don't love, and however this fits into your life, so they're like, how can you expect anybody to love you when you don't love yourself? Okay. So there's, and remember that they speak in analogies sometimes and signs, but they're saying that your heart is so big and so wonderful. And so be really careful about wanting something back that only, I don't know what it is with a cup of coffee, like this much in your cup that she's able to give you. So that's my take on that for right now.
Yeah, I do have here it may be a possibility, but there is also a possibility for something better, because I have the crossroad here with the letter and the bouquet. So I don't feel like this way. I don't feel like this bouquet, no, that bouquet is
No, this bouquet.
I don't feel like this bouquet is actually the X, because here this crossroad here is that's the maybe of the coming back, but this bouquet here does not feel like her somehow. So if there's a possibility, it's if because the possibility is there, but if you guys get back together, it's not going to last.
Good.
Because
Good. He
yes.
said I wouldn't go back because she was toxic. And
Okay,
he
that's
also
why,
said
because
yeah.
yes, this is I was gonna say, if you go back together, it's not going to last, because this bouquet here, this is another lady. This is another lady who is even more of a prettier person, like inside the bouquet here.
Yeah, I agree with that. I see that. I see stuff like that coming in. I did see you leaving her, and not going back. Like you've chosen this separation. I do feel bad though about the daughter.
Mhm.
I hope that somehow maybe you'd be able to find some balance in between each other, that you'd be able to see the daughter. But anyways, I do see all new stuff coming in for you. Not only spiritually for yourself in your own growth and learning really to stand in your own truth and who you are and your own empowerment and strength. And I just, that's the king right there. And then you have the 6 of Pentacles there, that security. And the best one here is you have the 9 of Cups. So everything that you've hoped for, everything that you've been dreaming of and manifesting and wanting, and maybe in a partner, that's coming forth for you. Okay.
So I'm picking up I'm going to kind of shift a little bit. So this one was for relationships, but while Debbie was talking, I was picking up a bunch of other stuff. So they really want you, Brian, to be careful that you're not fly fishing. And so I don't know. I know I've seen you before in the room, but
Yeah.
fly fishing to me means I really want this, but God, do I deserve it? Or nah, this person really doesn't exist. So you put it out there and then you start pulling it back saying, nah, this isn't, so they're saying, throw it out there. Okay, what do you really want? And I'm going to preach about the 3 letters again. I should have, that's what we should do, Positive. We should just write out the 3-letter thing. And then every time I, say 3 letters, you could just push that button. But 3 letters, and it really is write what you don't want. I don't want an alcoholic. I don't want a drug addict.
On one of your scroll things.
Yes, because we talk about it a lot. So write what you don't. Switch that into positive statements, and then throw that first letter away, that first piece of paper. And then, people always worry about how they're going to get somebody and what type of person they want. But your 3rd piece of paper is with the attitude is, if someone filled my whole cup, what type of a person, what would I change in my relationship that would change me? It's like getting somebody, they show me like some woman that is just spitting nasty at you, like just talking nasty. And so why would you want to talk to that person? Like, why would you want to stand there? And so you kind of back up. So if you had a person in your life that really spoke with love and spoke with who valued your heart and valued you, you'd want to be around that person.
Yeah.
So they're saying, think about it like that. Like, what would you change about yourself that would make you the perfect partner for this perfect person? Put it on your wall for however long you want to. Keep saying how wonderful that's going to feel when you have this beautiful, wonderful person that comes into your life. Feel it, feel how good it feels, and stay in that space.
Mhm.
Don't go, it's not coming, it's not happening, because then it doesn't come and it doesn't happen. So I'm excited for you.
And Brian says, yay. Also, Brian, I wanted to say what I'm also hearing coming through for you is maybe be a little bit more conservative in your choice of.
We love you too, Brian. Sorry, Debbie.
Yes, we do. But anyways, and I'm trying to word this correctly, but be a little bit more conservative in your choice of a partner.
Can I word it for you?
Actually, yeah.
Okay. So I just watched, this is, Brian, my guides are kind of jerks sometimes. They're not very nice sometimes. So I just saw a wine barrel, a big old huge wine barrel. And then you walked up and you put your hand in the wine barrel and you're going to pick. It's a bunch of like Barbies. That's what it is Barbie dolls swimming in the wine barrel. And you went in to the very bottom and you're like soaking wet. And then you grabbed one and then you're like, okay, this one, let me see if I can work with this one. So be very, and I almost feel like, Debbie, the reason why I think I feel what you're feeling, like they're going to give you the same person over again so you can go, oh, hell no, played that game before. Yeah. Does that make sense?
I did go ahead and while you ladies were talking, I pulled 3 cards again, and interesting enough, the letter came back and at the same spot in the middle.
Wow.
Yes, because I have the lily now, the letter, and the bird. When the letter came earlier, I wanted to ask Brian if you are in communication with a lady, another lady right now, because the letter here and the bird here, this is an invitation to a date, some coming up. Now how soon that is, I don't know, but it's very positive. It ties back to the bouquet earlier, and with the lily here, this is a very positive thing. It feels like really like at home, at peace. It's a beautiful thing. Now I don't know when that is, but these are the 3 cards that came afterwards.
Bye, Desiree.
Blessings, Desiree.
Bye, Desiree.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. Maybe he's doing some online dating too with the birds and the letter.
Possibly, yes, because the letter also has deals with online communication.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, Brian.
There you go. Yay, we're excited for you. You have to tell us when it happens, okay? Because we're
Yes,
like,
please. We want
we need to know. So.
The next on the list, and I haven't seen them on here, is Shumani.
Yes, what T-Barb said. Don't go for the wild girls. Go for grounded and sincere. Yes.
I think that's what I meant by conservative. T-Barb, thank you for putting in my words in for me, because I don't always have the words, but I know what I'm thinking. So Shumani, are you still here? And if you are, please throw your question in.
How many people do we have left?
Well, because we just skipped 2.
Okay, cool.
And then
I'm getting pretty hungry. I've eaten, what did I eat today? Grilled cheese sandwich. That's it.
That's yummy.
Can't hear you, Debbie.
Oh, Shumani is not here. We have Ashley, maybe. Yeah, I'm hungry. Okay, so I'm not seeing Ashley either. Shumani is not answering. So Sammy said they are here. So Sammy's still here, right?
Yes, Sammy's here.
All right, Sammy. See what happens when you wait? He was basically really not going to get a reading because it was so far down. But see, that's what happens. People leave, and then
they do.
Sammy is our last. I think will be our last one then.
Okay, that works for me. So Sammy, my guides are saying in this time of silence, it really is acknowledging and watching who's going to be there for you. You know, in the aspect of, you know, you're having to really, I'll start down here. Sorry, I got 2 things going on. So they're showing me that, you know, anybody that isn't aligned with your highest and best good is going to step away from you. Sometimes that's not even with fights. Sometimes it's just the realization of how much more can I take? Or it's a realization of I give and I give and I give and I get nothing back. And that could be on your end that you realize it, or it could be the other person's end that they realize it. Energies, you heard me talking about energies a little bit a while ago for Brian, energies, if it's not matching up, if they're not syncing up, it does not work. So what I would say is start calling in your spiritual family, these people that are going to resonate with you, these people that are going to be with you, these people that are going to fill your cup. Now's the time to really, like I said before, the veil, they're showing me the veil is getting thinner. Now's the time to start putting out what you truly, truly want, and understand that there's plenty enough for everybody. You have to break down those paradigms, those programming, they said, the programmings, because everybody in your life is, I'd say they're saying 60% for you of your life will probably change. So, but it'll be a good thing. Even though it hurts you, it'll be a good thing for you.
Yeah. And so what I wanted to kind of piggyback off that for you, Sammy, is that even though there's a lot of wounding in the loss of friends, family, like that kind of thing that we have in our lives, and there's pain behind that, and I'm sorry for that for you, but sometimes it's kind of like the universe comes in and takes out what is no longer going to be the best for you in your life, in your growth. So let's say you're growing and your vibrational levels getting higher and higher, it kind of, people start falling away because it's opening the door for that new family to come in and new friends to come in that more at your level. Does that make sense? I do see that you have you do have some new people coming in, new friendships coming in. But it's important because, like Karen said, you give and you give and you give and you throw it all out there on the line, and you've thrown it down, and you're getting hurt. So it's important with the Four of Pentacles coming in here, and it's crossed with the Ace of Cups, which is beautiful. This is a beautiful combination here. Is that it's important for you to watch and be conservative of how much you give, like who you're giving it out to, how much you're laying it down. I think Karen can explain this better for me, but be careful of who you're giving out to, because not everybody deserves your love. Not everybody deserves your friendship. So be careful on that. And when that happens, you're just going to be replenished, and the right people will be coming in your life. So don't just throw it on out there. Go ahead, Karen.
First of all, I got this one, which is you need to go.
Moving on. Yeah.
Moving on is like, this is my sign. I don't ever tell anybody to leave somebody or to walk away or to cut strings or any of that, unless I feel it in here, unless they say it in here, and I get this card. So this is like, when I read that he's my twin flame and the other guy that hurt you was my soulmate, what I heard were, no, they were tests, and they were, and I know you're probably going to go, Karen's full of crap. And that's okay. I mean, really, that's okay. But my guides are telling me that if you thought those two, if you thought that one was your twin flame, you better hang on to your horses, because the one that comes in that is truly your twin flame, okay, will rock your socks off. Okay. Yeah. So they're saying that's number one. To go back to what Debbie was saying, which was, I totally forgot now.
Like who you put your love out there for.
Yes. So they literally And this is a saying, you know, my mom always say, don't give away the milk for free,
Mm.
you know, which is I mean, don't give away your heart. I mean, because you, Sammy, have a beautiful, you know, they're showing me you have a beautiful heart, and there's some life lessons that you need to learn. So because the way that spirit works is we will say things over and over. And so they're telling me that we have talked about this several times tonight about look at this, you know, they say this guy who's your twin flame and this guy who you think is your soulmate. What do those two things have in common? What two things are the same? Because when the third one comes in, if he has that same thing, you might want to go, oh, I've played this game before, and it doesn't end well because I give my heart, and the well, that's what they're saying now. So the well is when you give your water, and you give your water from the well, but nobody gives you water back, and pretty soon you're empty.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was trying to say.
So you've been giving. Yeah, thanks, guys. It took a little while. You've been giving and
They
giving.
gave up on me. They're like, she's not going to get it.
Yeah, they've been giving and giving. You're giving so much that, you know what, you need to put yourself first, and be. They're saying slow your roll, which is slow down a bit, you know, because the next one may be only a test.
Mhm.
You know,
Don't put it out there. Let them bring it to you. Let them pour their love onto you. Like,
don't be shaking your milkshake on the yard. Okay, sorry, I had to go there. Okay, so the rest of the cards that I have is, this is all about mastering your heart. This is all about taking care of you. What do you really want, Sammy? What is really, really, truly going to fill your needs? This is the time that you need to be really paying attention to that, okay? You got to find some balance. Got to find some balance, whatever that looks like, whether you're working too hard, you're playing too hard, whatever the case may be. This is
right.
Yep, there's the balance too. You got to find some balance. And balance is this, okay? Balance in relationships is also, if I'm constantly, and they're going back to the well because they want me to explain it a different way. If every day I'm cooking for you and I'm cleaning the house and I'm doing the outside chores and I'm bringing the money in and I'm doing all of these things, but you can't give back to me, because you got to look at that, you know. At what point do you become the person that's carrying all the weight in the relationship? But they say, don't.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you were on a roll. Okay. I'm just so excited, Brian, to show you these. So I had to pop in and interrupt her. So the Three of Wands, that means it's kind of like, okay, you got it out, you put it out there, and you're waiting for that ship to come in. And look what comes in here. No.
So Sammy, it is coming.
Four of Wands, and so that means like that that joy is coming. That beautiful, beautiful connection that you've been wanting, and that joy is coming. Okay, I just wanted you to have that hope. It's coming.
Yeah.
Much better, and it's much better.
And so this is saying spread your wings. It is coming. And they show me the grasshopper in my head. And with the grasshoppers can't jump backwards. They can only jump forward. So it's saying it's coming. Keep going forward. Okay. Lots of success and growth coming your way. Lots of really good things. So, you know, Sammy, we're saying it's coming for you.
Yes, it is. On my side, I do have this heartache with the hurt here and the coffin.
Oh yeah.
And yes, and right below the coffin, I have the tower, and this ring here in the tower. This is, use this time to really connect to yourself. Like as already been said, love yourself, connect to yourself, commit to yourself before, because you know you have to work on yourself too. And until you do that, everything that Debbie and Karen said that is coming is not. So you need to use this time to really focus on the thing that okay, what are you doing that you keep repeating and it breaks your relationships and send people away? That things that you do and that make you hurt others. Like you say, you hurt this man and then they hurt you, and or really take this time to connect to yourself, to really grow, because once you've done that, then you have room for those opportunities here, because I have again the tower and the stars that like spreading of joy, love, and so yeah. But it all starts with you. It starts with you. You really need to do the work first.
Yep.
And if he does come back, then it's really about figuring out how to give and take, doing the love between you two, and how you communicate and how you ebb and flow together, because it wasn't working the way it was. Okay, so I do understand that a lot of twin flames do this big separation and then they come back later and all that. I have seen that a million times too. So if this is true for you, then it's important to take what we've said and the cards that were given to us for you today, and still heed that same advice Spirit's bringing in for you, working on yourself, learning, growing. You have a lot of spiritual growth coming up for you, and you have all these things coming in, so you can be prepared when that person does come back, if their twin flame is coming back. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because one of the things about
I pulled these cards regarding your twin flame.
We're all talking at the same time. Can I jump in really quick? Because Lola had something before you say that. So one of the things about twin flames is you have to understand that if you don't have your stuff right, your twin flame is going to mirror that right back at you. And you're going to have to work, and it hurts and it's tough. So, that's, it's huge. Sorry, Debbie. We all three started talking all at the same time.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Karen, and also that when twin flames separate like that, it's to work on each other, and so you both need to use this time to work on yourself, because when you get back together and one is not ready, the other is going to reflect back what the other one needs to. The one who's ready is going to reflect back to the one who's not ready what the one who's not ready needs to work on, and then the separation will happen again. So that's why we really insist on the ship.
I feel like he is. I feel like his partner is working on himself.
Yeah.
You see the crossroads in between here?
Yep.
So I feel like he's gone away. I feel like he's making some decisions of his own right now. Okay. So anyways, thank you.
Now's the time, Sammy. I mean, you heard it from all three of us. Now is the time to, I said this earlier today. If you don't have your relationships and your things fixed, the next time you step into another relationship, you're going to cut that person and you're going to bleed all over them. So it is time to work on yourself so that you can step into this in a big, wonderful, loving way.
Yep.
Okay. So we're excited for you, but the ball is in your court. You are the only one. You hold all the cards in this situation. You have the power. So it's time to work on you. Okay.
Yep, Sammy.
So everybody send Sammy lots of wonderful pink light, lots of love and light. Okay, Whitney. Thank you very
Sammy,
much.
that's true. I am the problem. No,
I didn't say that. I did not say you were the
Sammy,
problem.
it takes two. It takes two, but you're responsible for you. So the only
Yeah.
person you can change is you. So it's a good time to do that, right?
Yeah, you can't be in charge of anybody else's emotions. You know, the only person that you can change is you, just like Debbie said. You can only work on you. And as long as you're making positive steps forward, that's awesome. But you can't stay in one spot, keep going, oh, everybody's hurting me, everybody's doing me, everybody, because then you're in the victim. You're in the victim role. And we've all done it, and you just got to step forward. So I think Sammy was our last one, right? So we have been going, Whitney, we have been going for 2 hours and 45 minutes, according to my live clock. Positive, if you please could throw those up. Please send Positive some pink light as well for her thing that she's got to do tomorrow. Positive also pray to Saint Expedite for some reason. Saint Expedite to help you out and be expedient about the things that you need to get done. But if you could throw up Positive, I think you have where we're at, like Debbie's YouTube. And so on Thursday morning, we are on Lola's YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
At what time?
9 a.m. Mountain Time.
And then on Sunday, we're on Debbie's YouTube, which is at 11:11 Mountain Time. There you go. Thank you, Positive, for doing that. So if you want to take a shot at that, and we usually, it seems to be, even when we try to get out of here before an hour, we're usually on about 2 hours to closer to 3, actually. But we really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the donations. You know, it kind of helps us out. We appreciate you guys, and we appreciate helping you. So thank you. And send a prayer to Brian.
Yes.
Everybody, lots of pink light around everybody that needs it. So, all right.
And Brian, please, I know we said it already, but I'm going to say it again. Keep us posted on that date. We want to know.
Yeah. Yeah. Like keep us, put it all, I'm going on the date right now. So love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. Love you all. Bye.